Sonnets written in the fall of 1914 by George Edward Woodberry. Read for LibriVox.org by Oogies Ragdoll. Sonnets written in the fall of 1914. 1. Awake, ye nations slumbering supine, who round enring the European fray. Heard ye the trumpet sound? The day, the day! The last that shall on England's empire shine, the parliament that broke the right divine, shall see her realm of reason swept away, and lesser nations shall the sword obey. The sword o'er all carve the great world's design. So on the English Channel boasts the foe, on whose imperial brow death's helmet nods. Look where his hosts o'er bloody Belgium go, and mix a nation's past with blaring sods. A kingdom's waste, a people's homeless woe, man's broken word and violated gods. 2. Far fall the day when England's realm shall see the sunset of dominion. Her increase abolishes the man-dividing seas, and frames the brotherhood on earth to be. She, in free peoples planting sovereignty, orbs half the civil world in British peace. And though time disposes her, and she cease, Rome-like she greatens in men's memory. Oh, many a crown shall sink in war's turmoil, and many a new republic light the sky. Fleets sweep the ocean, nations till the soil, genius be born and generations die. Orient and Occident together toil, ere such a mighty work man rears on high. 3. Hearken, the feet of the destroyer tread, the winepress of the nations, fast the blood pours from the side of Europe in full flood. On the septentrional watershed, the rivers of fair France are running red. England, the mother eyrie of our brood, that on the summit of dominion stood, shakes in the blast, heaven battles overhead. Lift up thy head, O reams of age heir, that treasured up in thee their glorious sum, upon whose brow, prophetically fair, flamed the great marrow of the world to come. Haunt with thy beauty this volcanic air, ere yet thou close, O flower of Christendom. 4. As when the shadow of the sun's eclipse sweeps on the earth and spreads a spectral air, as if the universe were dying there, on continent and isle the darkness dips, unwonted gloom, and on the Atlantic slips, so in the night the Belgian cities flare, horizon wide, the wandering people fare along the roads and load the fleeing ships. And westward borne that planetary sweep, darkening o'er England and her times to be, already steps upon the ocean deep. Watch well, my country, that unearthly sea, lest when thou thinkest not, and in thy sleep, unapt for war, that gloom enshadow thee. 5. I pray for peace, yet peace is but a prayer. How many wars have been in my brief years, all races and all faiths, both hemispheres, my eyes have seen embattled everywhere, the wide earth through, yet do I not despair of peace that slowly through far ages near. Though not to me the golden morn appears, my faith is perfect in time's issue fair. For men doth build on an eternal scale, and his ideals are framed of hope deferred. The millennium came not, yet Christ did not fail, though ever unaccomplished in his word. Him Prince of Peace, though unenthroned, we hail, supreme when in all bosoms he be heard. 6. This is my faith and my mind's heritage, wherein I toil, though in a lonely place, who yet worldwide survey the human race. Unequal from wild nature disengage, body and soul in life's old strife a surge, still must abide till heaven's perfect its grace, and love grown wisdom sweeten in man's face. Alike the Christian and the heathen rage. The tutelary genius of mankind ripens by slow degrees the final state, that in the soul shall its foundations find, and only in victorious love grow great. Patient the heart must be, humble the mind, that doth the greater births of time await. 7. Whence not unmoved I see the nations form, from Dover to the fountains of the Rhine, 100 leagues the scarlet battle line, and by the Vistula great armies swarm, a vaster flood. Rather my breast grows warm, seeing all peoples of the earth combine under one standard with one countersign, grown brothers in the universal storm. And never through the wide world yet there rang a mightier summons, O thou who from the side of Athens and the loins of Caesar sprang, strike Europe with half the coming world allied, for some ideals for which, since Homer sang, the hosts of 30 centuries have died. New York Times Magazine, George Edward Woodberry. End of poem. This recording is in the public domain.